What up, brothers? It's Rick returning for a really quick video, I hope, on just a few things that's arrived over the last couple of days. They are varied things, bits towards me kit bashers, some decals, an head sculpt I was curious about, a couple of figures that's been kindly lent to me by a friend of mine in the Facebook community. I will say they are classed as custom pieces, so I don't want the customizers arseholes to start twitching like they could do. I don't think there'd be any need for that. And then a couple of pieces I picked up as a combined deal, which was, I don't know, I saw the deal, I made an offer on a best offer on eBay, and I picked these two figures up. Basically, I did pick them up with intention of keeping them in my collection, but I'll decide that after I've reviewed them, and then whether to keep them or whether to sell them on, I don't know. But I'm going to show you really fast because my dog's lurking round and I'm thinking that he's going to be wanting to go in for a... Come up here, Buster. Buster, come on. Come up here. Don't run behind me, you div. Go on, beat it, jabroni. So yeah, I want to do it fast so I can take my dog for a walk. Anyway, first things first. To follow on from a video I did sort of a night on the kit bashes I were doing on the Gangster Kingdom figures, I was just waiting for the khaki sort of combat trousers. They arrived, so I have put them on that. So that's now the 3 figures completely dressed for the sort of the little Gangster Kingdom Clipper figure. I probably showed them displayed, but they were the only part of clothing I was waiting for, the khaki trow. I do like how it turned out, that one, to be honest. The puffer jacket probably looked better zipped up, and then obviously with an head sculpt on. It looks like one of Odell's figures, look, with Art and Head. But yeah, if you've not seen the video on the kit bashes I did, please go and have a look at that, because I did enjoy doing them. So I moved that out of the way. To follow on from those, you probably noticed in the video I didn't have my stands with decals on. Friend of mine on Facebook, Joe Turner. I'm sure a lot of you people use him. He does the stand decals. I've had my Gangster Kingdom ones redone because the last ones he did, he sort of printed them, I don't know, more glossy, and I weren't keen on how it turned out. So he's done me these again on double layered vinyl. I'm going to peel the old ones off, put these new ones on. So I've got the decals for them. That's the one for the custom one I did. I did just call him Clipper, call him Gunfire, because obviously it's not in one of the gangs yet. And then, like I said, the replacements for the other ones I'd already done. And then the Thor Dark World one that I wanted. I will say, he warned me that the print weren't really good on this. I think it's just a one-off. And I've got to say, compared to the... I would personally request the... I think it's dual layer vinyl, that one. It just looks better, more... I don't know, not as glossy. It just seems to be better quality. This one, it's alright, it'll serve a purpose, but it's not as good as the others. Like, see, Catch It's Light, and I don't know, it's not best printing world, that one. But like I say, he warned me that that was the case anyway. But nice one to Joe for sending me them. The next thing I've been looking at on eBay for a couple of weeks, and in the end I thought, fuck it, I'm gonna get it. And I wanted to get it for a couple of reasons, just to see it in hand. And also, I might do a little bit of a repaint on it. I might even attempt to scalping it and putting some real hair on it. But it's the Joker head sculpt. I do think it is an awesome head sculpt. I think it's a recast. If you can hear Hoover, that's our last trying to suck carpet up in rooms around the house. So it's obviously fucking vacuum day, and she's decided to do it now. Yeah, I think it is a recast head of some guy on Sideshow Freaks. I think I was sort of talking to him for another person other week, and the other guy was trying to get him to send me an original one. He weren't having none of it, so in the end I thought, fuck it, I'll support the recaster, and I'll pick this one up. Like I said, 20 quid, you can't go wrong, and it is a really, really nice head sculpt. I would say the only thing I'm really not keen about it is, I think the lips look a bit bright, but I'm going to sort that out myself and smudge it up a little bit, because the base sculpt is really good. I will say as well, for the people who haven't seen it, on top this sort of cutaway section here, and a tiny little one sort of there. That's because it comes with these, comes with these aired sections. I will show you. These are optional, because obviously you could just have it like that, you wouldn't notice the cutaways really from the front. I think the hair needs to be a tiny bit greener, I'll say that straight out of the bag. But I do think the paint in general is pretty good. But yeah, you have these long sections of hair like this. Now what happens is, it will fit, it fits neatly into air there, and I would think it would want gluing in place and then sort of attaching to the rest of his hair, so to speak, like that. It might need gluing in place, and I will say this section makes it look a lot greener than without that. I don't know whether to put that section on. Obviously it will want steaming into place or warming right up and sculpting, maybe even gluing onto the other attachment of hair, but that's it with the hair piece on, which I don't know if I prefer to it like that without. It's a close call. And then it just comes with this little sort of strand section which fits into this little hole and then sort of goes down and over the ear like that. I can't really show you because they would probably need gluing in place, but it is a really good sculpt, and like I said, I think there is an original one knocking about. I think people were really buzzing about the original, but like I said, I weren't paying fucking silly money when I could pick it up for this price. Like I said, some people don't support the recasting or whatever, but I thought fuck it, for the sake of a swap out head for Joker, I'm going to pick that up for 20 knickers. So I will say that is really nice, and I hope when I put a bit more black on it and sort this red out, it will look better. But anyway, yeah, I did pick that up also. Now I will show you the figures I bought myself. Like I said, this were a combined deal. I was curious to see them, although I've seen things very, very similar. But I thought at the prices that he accepted for the combined deal, I thought I can't not have them because I can't lose on them, so to speak. I did also put a link up on the Facebook group to say that he had got a lot of stuff available. I've got to say, if I'd not got the stuff that he was selling myself, I would have bought a shitload off him because his price was really fair and he were offering to combine deals and this and other. And the guy's name was Chris Cheeseman. Unfortunate name, obviously, but yeah, he had some nice figures and he was doing good deals. He was selling up. As you can see, it's the AVP Scar Predator, which I've not seen yet. I didn't see the first version. I have seen the Ancient and the Elder, but I were interested to see that. And the prices that this one were going for, I thought, nah, I'm not going to pay that for it. But when I saw this one, Monday or Tuesday, I can't remember what day it were, I thought, fuck it, if he'll take this deal, I'm definitely having it. So I got that, and I also picked up the Celtic as well. So yeah, obviously, like I said, they both are similar to the Ancient, which I've seen. The Ancient I sold anyway, got it and sold it, or well, that one sent to me to sell, I can't remember. I've gone through that many figures lately, but I thought it'd be interesting to see these two posed together. Only downside to them, and only thing that sort of put me off them, one comes with a diorama style base and other one just comes with a generic base, but there's ways around that. So yeah, I'm going to review them in a shared review, because that way they will both get all the information they need, and you will be able to see which one you prefer and how different they are or are similar. So yeah, they are the things I picked up. I did actually buy them myself, and like I said, whether I keep them or not, I don't know. So if there are figures you're interested in, stay posted. You know you can talk to me directly through the Facebook group. I am very accessible through that, although I don't answer many comments on YouTube. I will put the Facebook group in the description box below, so the more that join, the merrier, so to speak. Right, this one's the first, in fact, do it this way round. The custom pieces sent to me by a Facebook friend again, called Owen. A few of you guys know I had these come in, and I have opened them and checked them, and I am buzzing about them, to be honest. Whether they review well, I don't know, because obviously I take into account the box and the bodies and the accessories, like I said before. But like I said, hopefully the creators of these can take criticism if there's any criticism coming. So I will just show you these because they're of interest. As you can see, it's the custom Grinch figure. Got the certificate and everything. Owen has told me there's a couple of problems on the dog he mentioned. I will cover all that so you get all the plus and minus points about it, but I've got to say, just on the sort of first appearance and looking in the box, it is a really nice piece. So make sure you check out that review. I know a lot of my subscribers only want to see Hot Toys stuff, but I will try and review them as unbiased as possible. So yeah, that is the first what you would class as custom piece, and I'm buzzing to see it. And I will say as well, while I'm just putting the lid back on this, that I watched a review of that figure by Stiff Richard about a week and a half ago, and it really good review, and it made me... I'd been asked to review this actually about, I think it would be about 6 months ago, and I totally forgot about it because I get offered quite a lot of figures, luckily, because it means I ain't got to buy everything that comes out, and people will say, will you review this for me, or are you interested in this? I've got this figure, I've got that figure, do you want to see it? I'd normally say yeah, but if I've got a lot being offered at the same time, then there's a chance I'll say, well, not right now, can you send it me at another time? Because simple fact is I don't want to get caught up shipping out and spending like 100 quid a month on shipping fees for figures that I'm not getting to keep, sort of thing. So it's not being ungrateful, but that is how I do it, sort of thing. So I had been offered the Grinch before, and then when I saw Stiff's review, I thought, fuck that, it does look really good. I'm sure I've been offered that before. And then I sort of put a call out on Facebook saying, who was the guy who offered me his Grinch to review? And straight away off, Owen jumped up, yeah, that were me, do you still want to do it? I'm like, yeah, definitely. And obviously more so having seen Stiff's review, so I thought, yeah. While we were having that back and forth conversation, he also offered to let me review this. Now, I don't think I've ever seen a review on this figure. I could be wrong, there could be some on there, but I ain't seen one. And it is the... I'll show it you again. See if I'm interested. As you can see from the Queen graphics on the front, you obviously know it's the Freddie Mercury custom figure. Now, I hope I'm going to pronounce this customizer's name right, because I have spoke to him before about his old Rocky streetwear version. I wanted to pick one up, and his name, and he's on Facebook as well, and I hope he don't mind me reviewing this piece, and I hope he's like not phoning Denny Kim as we speak, say, oh no, fucking Clipper's got hold of one of my figures. Don't worry about it, pal. I'm not going to be fucking brutal, don't worry. And his name is Johnny, I think it's Chung Kinman, and I hope I'm pronouncing that name, and I'm not fucking... Obviously, Yorkshire accent doesn't help, but yeah, I'll give him another mention when I review the figure. But I did want to show you it because then I think you might tune back in to see the review. It is the Freddie Mercury lead singer of Queen, obviously, and it's the live at Wembley sort of version with a yellow coat. There is also a spare t-shirt in there, and obviously has got another hand, it's just disconnected because it's attached to one of the accessories at the back. So again, buzzing to review it, and I will say it will be a totally unbiased review, and I will also say that I'm not a massive fan of Queen, and I weren't a massive fan of Freddie Mercury, so I'm gonna just review it as how good is this figure in my hand at the moment. So that is how I roll. So, showed you now, keep an eye on my channel, boys. If there's anything I've just showed you that's of interest and you want to ask me stuff, like I said, ask me through Facebook, because you'll get an answer like straight away, probably instantly if it's on my phone. If not, then you'll get it over the next sort of day, maybe. But like I said, I know I don't answer YouTube. That's because the reply system on YouTube is fucking dog shit. But yeah, that's the stuff that's going to be coming up on my channel over the next few days. So if you are interested, please stay tuned. Stay on channel that's going to bring you, it's going to bring you information, it's going to bring you a bit of controversy, and it's going to bring you some laughs. And that's the Reviewer King channel. Ridiculous name, but you know content is good. It's real good. But for now, I'm out of here.